Hey everyone, Mherex here, bringing you another video. This one is going to be on Bobby Lashley, the All-Bitey. It is October and zombies are here, and Lashley is the zombie chase this month. He is a showboat. He has several lengths. Regular zombies do 20% more health. Zombies 2021, all color moves that deal damage will deal 25% more damage, and the modern era gems do 5% more damage. He has one gear, the All-Bitey gear. He is a coach at 15k. He will reduce your opponent's black starting MP by 3. So another one of the coaches in that line. Very, very good coach. Modern era showboat. So the first thing I want to say is Lashley is super, super good. We'll talk more of it as we get into it here. But I think it's entirely possible he will be the best showboat in the game. I'm going to have 3 builds for you guys. 2 of the builds I will run with regular trainers first and rare trainers second. So we'll end up doing 2 builds for each of those. I have 1 4-star, a 5-star normal and with rare trainers, and a 3-star normal and with rare trainers. The first move set, I'm going to use a special belt and strap setup. So you're going to see double armor Honky Tonk Man in this first one. After this first one, all of the medals will be the one on the left. I will keep the cheap shot plate on throughout all of the builds. I do happen to believe that is the best plate for all of his builds. So the medals we're going to run with, I do have a 30% max gem damage, tier 4 max move damage medal, and a tier 4 armor medal maxed at 20%. So his armor is maxed up, and we're going to be running Honky Tonk Man for a super defensive build. So let's take a look at this first one. This one is available at 4-star. It's going to feature the Shambling Spear, 10 MP finisher, deal 178k damage and choose 5 gems to destroy and pin the opponent. The Dirt Lock, submission, place 7 gems and do 23,000 damage for 4 turns. The gems that are left turn into massive protect gems of strength 46,000, that's 8 MP. And then a 6 MP blue Yokosuka Throat Cutter, deal 74k damage and choose 8 gems to make into yellow gems. That one's only 6 blue MP. The Entourage we're going to run with Lawler for more blue to start. Honky Tonk Man for reducing the gem damage. Rikishi to charge those yellows. I have tour perks of +1 only. So +1 MP to start is it. And then Asuka to reduce black gem damage because we're going against a striker. So the idea with this is do the choose move, hit the sub, hit the finisher, game over pretty much all the time. So we're going to go against Shamrock on the road. He is strapped. You can see his black gem base is 15,000. His second best gem is red at 10,000. And he also reduces gem damage by about 43%. So let's get out here and take a look against Shamrock. So he's a striker. They should realistically have some of the best chance of kicking out against an acrobat. So, or sorry, a showboat. Just because their gem damage is so high. Acrobat does have the class advantage, but their gem damage is so low, much less likely they would kick out. So with the +1 MP, the blue is ready to go turn 1. And with Rikishi, 2-3 matches will load the finisher. So we're going to load the finisher, and then we're going to get rid of some of these reds, because I really don't want to leave him a red match, because that's going to be his strongest gem, actually. So we got the sub and the finisher loaded, and just to show you the power of Honky Tonk. Oh, the black did manage to stay slightly stronger. So you can see the gem damage is way, way down. Right around the 3k range. So now we're going to place our sub and try and put it in places the AI won't match. So bottom corners are generally good, loot boxes are generally good, and so forth. You don't want to put them on any clear 3 matches. Stay away from the black and red because that's what he's going to want to match. So we'll do something like that. And that should keep most of them. I think we only lost 1 there. So pretty simple, pretty straightforward. We're taking no damage, and now we're going to hit this finisher and end the match. So you can look to set up a few cascades. You can also, like I said, red is going to be good for him. So let's take away the red matches and get some blacks off the board. You could also play for recycle, hit some blues just to be safe. We're not going to need them, so I'm just going to get rid of the reds. So 438k, and you can see those protect gems are huge. He won't even get close. It won't even move it. Super easy. We'll go ahead and run it again, just so you guys can see how impressive this moveset is with double armor and Honky Tonk Man. Let's go ahead against an Acrobat who has the class advantage. And you know what? I won't even change it to put blue in, because blue gem defense would be the one to use against an Acrobat, because that's going to be his strongest. And we will just run it like this. So 2-3 matches to get started. Boom, boom, boom. Get rid of that blue match. Not like it's really going to matter, because we're going to hit a sub as well. And Taker reduces subs, so it's not going to last the full 4 turns. Which is just fine, because we want to keep our protect gems on the board anyway. No danger of him breaking them with 1 turn. Okay, and Taker's strongest gems, you can see 5.5k on the blue, 4.9 on the purple, so let's get rid of the blues and the purple. That'll also give us a red cascade. That shouldn't leave him too much. Big cascade, healed it back up to full. No chance of kicking out. So obviously you have to hit the sub for the protect gems, but extremely fast, extremely efficient, and very unlikely you're going to lose with this setup. So I wanted to do that one first. It's not my favorite build either. Now we'll change his strap out and get ready for the rest of the builds. And I want to talk a little bit more. You're going to see the versatility of all 3 movesets and just how strong they are. I didn't call out the finisher damage with the metal, so I'll just show it right here. 423,000 damage with the finisher on top of those protect gems of 46,000. It's going to make it really hard to kick out of if you Honky Tonk Man that setup. So let's get his strap changed around and set up for the rest of the preview. The next build is going to be available at 5-star. It'll be triple yellow. We'll see 2 variations of this one. So we're going to want to go to double fury. So we're going to put that one on. I don't have a yellow move damage one that is percentage for fury, or I would use it for this build. So the red one is going to go on, not because it helps here, but for the next build. You'll have to use your imagination and just imagine that how much harder it would even hit, because it would hit harder. And you may notice I'm stacking yellow gem damage here with the metals. These are metals that I have on my Adam Cole. Usually, I took them off for the preview. And I'm trying to see, it's a level. where this one is hot. Maybe I didn't put another yellow gem damage one here, but I could swear I did. Too many medals. I kind of hoard them. So here it is. So hopefully you guys enjoy the kind of special effects I set up for this one. Like I said, I like zombies and I get excited by them, so I wanted to do a little bit different with the setup. Okay, so triple yellow, we're going to bring in the 5-star, the Unearthed Power Slam. Let's put that one in. Going to change the setup just a little bit. So this one you're playing for turn 2. And you do need a yellow match. But turn 2 is impressive. So the 5-star move is the Unearthed Power Slam, 9 MP yellow. Deal 96k damage and make 4 random protect gems into multiply gems of strength 13. Wow, that is big. So the strap, you can see I stacked some yellow gem damage. We're up to 89% yellow gem damage, getting that buffed up. Quite significant. And we're going to go against a striker. We do have a class advantage. The reason for that is normally in Feud, when you go against someone, they have 20% gem reduction. They typically don't stack double armor in Feud, although sometimes they do. But usually you're going to see 20% gem reduction. So this is typically the size hits you're going to see against people running double Fury. So that's why we're going to go against the striker to make that simulate what you would see in Feud. So Entourage, we're going to run with Kofi for 4 yellow MP to start. You may hear my cats in the background, you may not. I'm doing a video, so it's time to play. Now this is important. 100% you want to use Demon Valor for this build. Do not use Matt Hardy. He adds 2 times onto 13 times gems, so you don't get that much more. Whereas Demon Valor gives you 2 things. He gives you, I will show you right here as soon as we click on him, 1 extra. So instead of making 4 random protect gems into multiply, you get 1 extra. And he increases the damage of every multiply gem by 38%. So much better than Matt Hardy. He's going to add a ton more damage. Because we want a yellow match on turn 1 and then at least 5 yellows on the board, for the submission, we're going to put Sasha on, Zombie Sasha, for her 9k training ability, which is a 25% increased chance on the initial starting board. And because I'm not using rare trainers, I mean, I'm just got a gem defense coach. Yes, Asuka might be rare, but just tossing on a gem defense coach won't affect how hard he hits at all. So let's get out here and see how this one runs. And it hits quite hard. You are setting up for turn 2, though. We have our yellow match turn 1, which is great. So our yellow gems are 12k base. And now we're going to slap the sub on as many yellow gems as we can. Hopefully at least 5 survive. Most likely it would be those 5 if they do. But maybe we will get lucky and keep more. We did keep 5. Perfect. So we're going to go from times 12, and we're going to turn these into multiply gems of strength 13. Each one is 193,000 damage. So we're going to destroy 5 at 193,000 damage, plus the finisher move damage. And, I mean, if we create a cascade, that will be there as well. Obviously, it recycles the moves, no problem. And we hit for 1.1 million damage. Pretty impressive. Okay, let's run it again with some rare trainers. In fact, just one is in this case. We're just going to put Brawn on. Mine only is at 15% increased yellow gem damage, so we'll get a little bit bigger. Also gives you guys a chance to see the moveset again. Brawn does go all the way up to 25%, which would be quite big. Let's run it again. So obviously this will have all kinds of usefulness with hot tags and things like that. I will do another video tonight with Lashley and tag situations after the Drew one. So we do get our yellow match again. We have at least 5 yellows on the board, which is nice. And then +1, which I do not want to keep because we want to have we don't want black gems. So, or I just want 5. So we're going to put it on the black, knowing he'll break it, and just keep multiplies on the yellows. Hopefully he doesn't match those protects. He does anyway, which is really annoying since I'm going to lose 2 protect gems. So that means 2 less multiplies. So without Brawn, they were 193k. With Brawn, they get up to 207,000. Unfortunately, we lost 2 of them. Let's see if it's enough. It definitely will recycle. And let's choose that and get rid of his black match. And let's take this black one and see. Now we'll drop a yellow cascade in anyway. If it's there, and that is. Yeah. We'll just get rid of a black then. $800k, missing 2 of them. He might kick out, but we're fully loaded and right back to the sub. So even if you don't keep all of them, it's obviously, as long as 1 survives, you can recycle. And we do get to choose on the destroy, so it's not the end of the world. We can leave the... I guess I can put them where they won't be destroyed, would make more sense. That was a misplay on my part. Because extras will still have the protect gem there, right? So, misplay on my part the first time. Trying to outsmart myself. It's not too hard. We got a row break. I guess not really, because it does convert the randoms, so if we had 1 extra, it could potentially convert the black and mess us up a little bit. So I guess it wasn't really as big a misplay as I thought. And we might as well take the loot box to get max loot gems. But that's 800,000, 874,000 with only 4 of them. So super strong build as well. It is turn 2, but like hot tag loaded. Yeah, well, we'll talk about that when I do that video. So let's go to my favorite moveset, the 3-star. And it's really no contest. This is the Feud build for me. The double armor is pretty cool. So I could see running that one too, but I think this is the way I would prefer to go all the time. So we're going to put in all new moves. This is available at 3-star. Very strong 1 MP move. It deals 93k damage. Alright, so we got the Corner Impaler, 5 MP red. It deals 61k damage and make 4 Snowfall gems into red gems. The Beelzebub Throw, 5 MP red, deal 73k damage, and choose a 4x1 area to make into snowfall gems, which will modify all gems below it into yellow gems when broken by you. And then the bite, 1 MP blue, deal 93k damage and choose a 4x7 area to make into reinforced gems. You might be asking why I'm not buffing the blue, because it's more damage than the rest. It's because we have 2 reds, so better off to use the red move damage. That's why that one is on for this build. Entourage, we are going to run with Showboat Macho Man for more yellow gem damage. There are a few different ones you could use. The goal by the end of the month, since I plan on getting Lashley, assuming I do, will be to get Shane O'Mac to 9k for his 40% yellow gem damage training ability. So that would add an extra 5% right there. And we're going to use Butch for more red MP to start. Could also use Sting. And this one is not going to have any rare trainers in it other than Asuka as a gem defense coach, which isn't needed. It's just something I put on when it doesn't affect the offense. So you guys can see basically performing without any coaches enhancing the damage here. Also keep in mind, we still haven't got one of those 2,200 yellow gem coaches like we've got a bunch of other colors. I would imagine we will get those at some point. Again, all these build sets other than the first one, I would say Double Fury and Cheap Shot. That would be the way to go in my opinion. This one is super cheap to load. It's going to cause major problems in Feud. You're going to lay the reinforced gems down and try and connect them to yellows if you can. And can't really here other than one. Then we're going to throw the snowfall gems on top, and then we're going to do yellow gem damage twice on 24 gems. So 48 plus 1, like 49, plus Cascade if we get it. And it recycles flawlessly. No Cascade, and we hit for 912,000 damage on turn 1 with loading with 5 MP moves. Pretty crazy. Before I switch, trainers, let's go ahead and go against Showboat Fiend, same class. As long as he lets me, he might have a weird requirement. Nope, we're good. And we'll do this build set once against him, and then I will change to rare trainers and go back. This moveset, honestly, is why I think I'm going to probably rate him as the best Showboat. This in conjunction with the double armor. Because the move charges are low, and he can afford to use Honky Tonk Man on the other moveset. Really, you could on this one if you wanted to as well, but I feel like... Let's do this one. Yeah. I feel like the Double Fury is going to be the way to go in case you need to kick out and things like that. So I think that's the right play here. But given how hard he can hit, how cheaply he can load, versatility in the multiple movesets you can run, and not needing any rare trainers to make it happen, offensively, I think he's the best Showboat in the game. I mean, that was almost 1,000,000 damage right there on turn 1. Recycles and loads super easily. Do keep in mind, at 5-star gold, Showboat gem damage gets a big buff as well. So he's just going to hit even harder. I think it very likely you can see 1.5 million damage turn 1 with Double Fury at 5-star gold. with no hard trainers needed. Alright, let's put on the rare trainers and see what we can do with them. We'll do one against Fiend, and then we'll do one against Shamrock again. So we're just going to swap out the trainers. Neither of them are leveled all the way, so I could get another 10% out of Braun, and another 12% out of Austin there. Also, like I said, at some point we'll probably get a yellow 2200 gem damage coach. That would come in clutch. And then you can get another 5% out of Shane. So there's still a lot left on the table for this build, too. I still like JBL because of his kickout, but JBL can't hit this hard, so offensively I would give the edge to Lashley over, like, say, Ray with plate. And I feel like because it's so easy to load the reds, that you could run, you could argue Lashley is better even than Batista. As far as from an offensive standpoint. Nice cascade on this one. This is going to be a huge, huge hit. 1.23 million on turn 1. And that was with 45% gem reduction. So in Feud, that would have been like a 1.4. At 5-star silver. It's not a finisher, but I would call it the finisher. So let's see it one more time on Shamrock. Just talking to a few people, and they were kind of meh on Lashley, so I wanted to show the best I could his potential with this build set, since he is a chase, and I don't want anyone sitting out a chase on a card this good. In my opinion, he's super, super good, so I wanted to do my best to showcase that here. Also, he looks amazing. The zombies so far this year, him and Drew both look fantastic with their artwork and stuff. Quite good. Let's see. Shamrock has 1.36 million health left. Let's see if we can maybe take it all. It's probably going to be very close. Ooh, we did 1 million there. So not quite as good a big board shuffle. That's super annoying. Not quite as much damage as last one where we had the big cascade, but you can see he's a monster. So yeah, do I think Lashley is amazing? Yes. Do I think he's worth chasing? Yes. Am I all in for him? Also yes. I will also, like I said, be taking Shane O'Mac up to 9K this month specifically for him. I was going to work Austin anyway, and I'm also going to continue to work Braun to that 25% specifically for Lashley. Still going to take JBL to 4-star gold. My second showboat will be Lashley, assuming I get the tokens and Lashley. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know what you think in the comments. Remember to like and subscribe and share, as that helps me out. Also, I'll have the Drew preview in a little bit, and then hopefully a tag match for Lashley so you can see the damage he does in tags. So thanks for watching, guys. Good luck out there.